Hello, welcome to Engineer's Gospel. Today I would like to share with you a little personal testimony about the Father's love, God the Father's love, about how much He cares about us, how much He intervenes in our problems in day-to-day life. You must have heard of this little story from Philippines, where this one girl was walking at night in a lonely road and she was saved. She was walking back to her apartment after her work at night, and she was reciting rosary on her way, and she saw this one man standing by the side of the road, and she walked past and she was a little scared by the way he was looking at her and stuff, but she walked past while praying and he didn't do anything to her. And the next day morning she read in the newspaper that a girl was raped the previous night, just the same night that she went through that way, at the same location by a man, and the girl was raped and killed. This was the news. So then she later found out that it was by the same man who she saw at the previous night. So this guy was caught by the police, and she managed to meet this guy when he was in police custody, and she asked this one question: why did you leave me at that night? Why did you let me go without raping me? And then she was answered, you were not alone. There were two strong men on both your sides. See how the rosary is protecting? For the man, when he looked at her, he felt like there were two people, two strong men walking on her both sides. So this is her testimony, that she was praying the rosary on the way and she was rescued. This is something that I heard, a testimony from somebody else. But then I also have a personal story, something similar to this. One day, this is when I was doing my master's in Texas in chemical engineering. And at that time, one day at night, about 2 a.m. in the morning, I was working in my lab, working on my research project for master's, and I did not actually realize that it was getting too late until at one moment I realized it's already 2 a.m. I need to go back and sleep. So then I got out from the lab and I was walking. There is about half a mile or 1 kilometer distance from where my lab is and where I am living. So I was walking and I was obviously alone, and I was a little scared for some reason. At a distance, about 100 or 150 meter distance, there was this one guy behind me, and I was scared. For some reason, I felt like he was following me. I started walking faster, and I felt like this guy also started walking faster. Then I was literally shivering and I didn't know what to do. It's 2 a.m. and at that moment, within a few seconds, my mobile started ringing. Okay, and I picked up, and it was a big relief because I was shocked and surprised to see who is calling me at 2 a.m. in the morning. And I picked up. It was my roommate at 2 a.m. How can she be calling me at 2 a.m.? I asked her, oh, my dear friend, please don't hang up the phone because I need to be talking. There is one guy, I feel like that guy is following me. I don't know. You please don't hang up. Just keep talking to me until I reach home. This is the first thing that I told her. And then on the way I asked her, okay, how did you get up at this 2 a.m.? And she told me, a bed bug bit her. Okay, and she and me are in different rooms. There is no way that she's going to even figure out that I haven't reached home. in this, even though we live in the same home, she might not have even noticed this. But at that time, when the bedbug bit her, she woke up and she suddenly remembered me out of the blue. This can never happen, first of all. So she remembered me and she decided maybe she didn't come back home. I should go and check in her room. So my friend got up, came to my room, checked, and saw that I did not reach home yet. So she decided to call me at 2 a.m. Where are you? So she called me, and then I am walking on the road and I'm scared to death at that time. But because she called me, my fear went away for suddenly, and then I reached home safely. Maybe because that guy saw me picking up the phone, or because he didn't even have an intention to do anything. Whatever was the reason, the point is, my dear good Lord decided to send a bedbug and sent that bedbug to bite my friend so that she would wake up and call me at 2 a.m. at night, all because he cared about the kind of fear that I had in my mind. Can you believe it? Yes, this has happened in my life. That is the way that my God protects me. And I have had this kind of experiences hundreds of times. This is just one time, one thing that I can remember now. There are other things too. I will tell you all of those when time comes. Okay? Thank you for listening to me, and I would like to just say one thing. Be not afraid. No matter what your situation is, no matter where you are, my God and your God, my Father and your Father, is there alive and strong and ready to help, and is listening and caring for you. And whenever and wherever you pray, believe that it is heard. Your prayer is already heard. It has already reached heaven. You are an important person. Do you know that you're an important person? God values you. What is the proof? The proof is that He died for you. That's the proof. God died for you. Is there any other proof that is required? Your life, you and your feelings are more precious to God than His own life. Which is why He's decided to send a bedbug, because He did not want me to be scared at night. What kind of a fatherly love is that? Can you believe it? So thank you for listening. Subscribe to me at Engineer's Gospel.